All right, everybody, welcome back to another video here on Financial Friends. Today, I am going to be doing the stereotypical finance content creator net worth breakdown. So if you're excited for this type of content, go ahead and hit that like button down below. I greatly appreciate all of the support the channel has been seeing recently, and we are on our push to 1,000 subscribers, 777 strong, and hopefully more by the time this video goes up. We are on that road to 1,000. To be honest, so I can monetize this YouTube channel, so I can make some money from this side gig, helping everyone else get some finance content, scratch that little finance itch that I know everybody has. If you're new to Financial Friends, my name is Brendan. I am the founder, the CEO, whatever you want to call it, of Financial Friends. Essentially, I am the community lead here, spreading business, finance, and investing related content among all the YouTube channels, podcasts, Twitter pages, TikToks, you name it. We have it. It's all back here and down in the description below. Let's go ahead and break down my assets minus my liabilities. Without further ado, my net worth as a 20-year-old, yes, living at home, going to school, and working part-time as well. First things first, my assets. We're going to cover what I do own. I do have $8,340 worth of cash. Now, this is a rather substantial position relative to everything else. That's why I have denoted here $4,700 of it is for school savings. That will come into play a little bit later in my liabilities section. But all of these numbers are going to be rounded to some even number, all of them rounded down. So I did play like a little bit more conservative, if you will. I did just kind of round down to the next nearest number, if that makes sense. But $8,340 worth of cash, again, a little bit larger than I would normally like to have it, but I'm slowly building a stockpile, saving for a vehicle, saving for some vacations or some just fun rainy day fun stuff. And then I also have about a $2,000 or so cash position, literally just sitting there for absolutely no reason. It's in my Yada savings account. It's something fun that I do every once in a while, save 25 bucks and just kind of keep it aside. Granted, over the long run, is it probably better put somewhere else? Yes, but it's always nice to just have a little bit of a cash buffer that you know is going to be there, that you have for whatever might come your way. Essentially, it's my emergency fund, but I live at home, so I really don't need an emergency fund, but who knows? If I go out on my own, I have that emergency fund available and ready to go at all times. Next up on the assets list are my stocks. This is the largest part of my assets, $17,100 worth of stocks. My retirement portfolios make up $10,700 of that, and taxable accounts make up $6,400 of that. You can very clearly see that the Roth IRA is the largest part of my retirement portfolios, with $9,300 worth of stocks within that, and then the $1,400 worth of my 401k is just what I've built up over the last 8 or so months at my job. I'm hoping that as I continue to work there, that percentage of my paycheck will continue to grow, and I'll just kind of compound that hopefully into something pretty substantial by the time I am ready to move on from that job. But if anyone from that job is watching this, I don't plan on moving on anytime soon. But obviously in the future, once I do reach my potential degree, or maybe this takes off, maybe you guys help me get to 1,000 subscribers, kind of mid-video note, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, helps grow the Financial Friends community. Anyways, $9,300 in that Roth IRA. That's really been my pure priority. Again, I'm not maxing that out at any one point. And then you would probably look at me a little cross-eyed and say, well, why do you have $6,400 in taxable accounts? Initially, I wasn't quite sure what I was doing. I was just kind of putting money in a Roth IRA and putting money in a taxable account, like almost like dollar for dollar, not really realizing what I was doing. So recently I've been really upping those Roth IRA contributions, obviously with the dividend journey. If you guys are following that along, playlist linked somewhere up above here, that's me building a Roth IRA with you watching me do it, full of dividend stocks and obviously ETF and index funds as well. A large majority of these stocks are index funds. Again, there's another video linked up here breaking down all of my stock positions. I think it's like 80% of my overall stock position over everything is ETFs. So with that being said, moving on to the next asset class that I do own, that is going to be cryptocurrency. I do have $1,100 worth of cryptocurrency. It's relatively a 70% Bitcoin, 30% Ethereum mix. Now, this was a much larger portion of my net worth, as was the stock portfolio the end of last year or the beginning of this year, if you know, whatever way you want to put it. It was a lot bigger of a position. My cash position was way down because I had just finished paying for some school. The stock portfolio was looking healthy. The crypto portfolio was looking healthy. And then this year happened and everything kind of took a massive dip. I really was in the red in almost all of my positions across everything at one point. I think I still am for the most part. My first investments, early investments being within my Roth IRA, have since recovered just slightly. The last couple of days have done a little bit good. Obviously today has not been good for the portfolio, but cryptocurrency is $1,100 worth. It is, in the grand scheme of percentage things, a larger-ish percentage, or at least it was when we had Bitcoin up at like $60-some thousand. But anyways, it's $1,100 worth of the portfolio. Enough talking about it. I do have some Cardano, Dogecoin, Basic Attention Token, that's BAT, and then Binance Coin as well. Small amounts of each of those, under $100 of each for sure. And I think I bought Doge back at like, I don't even remember, it was like 30-40 cents or something like that, about like $15 worth of it just for the giggles. But obviously that hasn't turned out to be quite the good investment. I'm just holding on to some of those for whatever, right? But that wraps up my assets. Now, liabilities. I do not have any liabilities. As I mentioned, I do still live at home. Very, very fortunate to do so. A lot of finance content creators out there would say, wow, super financially smart of you to do so. I am still in college. I'm in it works out to be my second year of college. I bounced around, did some guest classes. I'm now going part-time, pursuing YouTube, working as well, making sure that I can pay off my student debt, or shouldn't say student debt, I don't have any debt, but pay off my tuition as I go. So that does kind of add up to be a liability. I really could not just step away from work and kind of be all free. About 75% of my average paycheck, is tied up in school payments. Roughly 75%, every single paycheck, right into that savings account. A part of that $4,700, as I mentioned, is going right into paying for school. I am paying as I go. I am a good portion ahead in that savings. I took a whole summer, really got ahead of the savings, and I'm continuing to get ahead right now as I have currently no payments. I'm still setting aside that same amount from my paycheck every single paycheck without fail. I don't want to run out of money paying for school, but obviously this provides me with a ton of flexibility at any point. If I decide that I want to stop school, I can stop at any time. I have no student loans, no student debt, no ties to continue to go to school. But obviously when I'm all wrapped up, everything is said and done, I'll also have no debt because of school. Just again, paying as I go. It's going to continue to get more expensive. Every year at the beginning of the year, they just announce, 1.5% more expensive, 2% more expensive. And last year, we're just going to get out ahead of it. And so I'm going to have to continue to save more and more money, but it is what it is. I'm getting that education. I'm getting some quality investment that hopefully later on down the road, I'll be able to flip into something else and build up some more assets with it. So that brings my total net worth of $8,340 worth of cash, $17,100 worth of stocks. It is getting late. And then $1,100 worth of cryptocurrency, to a total of $26,540 in the green for my net worth as a 20-year-old living at home, in school, part-time YouTuber, part-time bank teller. So that about wraps up this video. If you enjoyed it, if you found this tidbit of information into my life introspective, fun, exciting, educational, thought-provoking, whatever it might be, make sure to go ahead and hit that like button down below. Always comment. Comment section is wide open. Let me know what types of videos, what types of information you would like to see next. Hopefully this kind of inspired or sparked something upon your net worth journey. Remember, you are not defined by your net worth. It is just a number on paper. There is good debt, there is bad debt, there's all types of debt in between, and there's also good and bad assets as well. With that said, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care.